And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Transport Fever 2. Alright, we've built up a little bit of money. I have connected our... Ooh, hello. 78? Oh, that might be a good one to buy. 9 or 8.5 million. Yowza. Okay, yeah, we've got people using the highway system, which is awesome. Some people are actually traveling quite a ways. There are people getting on over here, getting off way down here. So, yeah, good times. In order to sort of try to grow and nominate a little bit more, maybe eke out a little bit more potential for growing that commercial, I want to connect it up to Z down here. And do so a little gracefully. Maybe, possibly. So we are going to do that. Connect you up there. I already have the line done. The nominate to Z pass. All right. So right now, I want to pull this up. I'm going to pin this. And showing destinations. Right now, buy vehicles. Let's see. Flying Scotsman. I usually have at least one of these. That's $1 million a year. That's kind of pricey. But I want to try to get as close to that 75 mile an hour that I can. That's a 90. That's even more expensive. That's even more expensive. I mean, there are multiple unit trains now. This guy, 52 passengers. I think we can do better than that. There's also this Alcoa, 1.1 million a year. This is more of a workhorse for our future deliveries of food. So I think, yeah, diesel, even though it can go pretty fast. I always try to also have one like big boy. There's a big boy there. These things are so expensive. so very expensive. Roughly 17 million to buy one, and then nearly 3 million a year. You have to have a very well-established, profitable line before you can build one of these, and they're not available for very long. I mean, yeah, 1994 seems like I don't know of any that were operating in 94 other than museum pieces. So I think, yeah, the Flying Scotsman, and this is going to be like a dark red. So let's add this. 6 million. Now, what would go along with these? 1.6. Who knew that these were so expensive? 279,000. Ooh. I mean, that's 14 people for 138,000 a year. That's only 18 people for twice as much. That is difficult to justify right there. Considering the cost difference, well, I guess. Yeah, we'll try a few of these. That's 12 million a year, 72 people. And watch the destinations here. Look at that smoke. Holy cow. So yeah, we should have quite a lot. As the nominate number of destinations is going to go up and up and up. I don't know if we have, yeah, see, we don't have anybody waiting here yet, unfortunately. And this station was just maxed out. I mean, it's ready for anything. Nothing. Nobody. Sad. And then if we look at destinations in a nominate, you can see Z now has destinations right here. And this is not connected via highway. So these are all destinations for me. Let's configure this. Connect those. Connect those up. It's kind of a weird smattering of things and stuff in here. I'm hoping that, you know, people will start wanting to go over to here. That was an expensive train. Yeah, like this thing is $2 million a year to run. $2 million a year. So if we don't start eking out some profit out of that guy, that's going to cut our total income per year in half. So hopefully he starts, you know, making a little bit of money. All right, there we got 3 people. Excellent. So some people are wanting to go over there, which is a good thing. And you know, we have our other trains that are still well established and making lots of money. Oh yeah, I redid this over here. So now we've got this expanded out. I've got this all reset, and I've got a little bit of connection over here. I had to kind of, yeah, it was a little derpy. But yeah, we've got this connection here. I think. Yeah, see, they're walking up there. So this is then is extending this connection all the way over to here. So it's just all good. And we have lots of people. And the condition of this is only actually mediocre. So, but it's cheap to run. And, you know, it makes almost double its money. Actually, it's over that, because this takes into account the expense. Look at all the highway users. I still need to look for a mod that adjusts the highway, because, you know, what's weird is, like, the medium highway, 50 miles an hour. You add a lane and somebody at 62. Whereas, you know, I've driven a lot of highways. Doesn't matter. A 2-lane highway like this would be just as fast of a speed limit. And this was a pretty expensive little endeavor right here. This right here. The reason I had to use these was the pillar collisions. So the game tries to put the pillars in, avoiding the stuff underneath. And this angle was just too oblique in order to make it nice without too many issues. And since these use so few pillars, it worked out. So us and coffee. Yeah, I guess we're doing pretty good here. I've added a connection up here for trucks to deliver. So this extends supply up to this area up here. And we do have some supply elsewhere. We have some down here, but these are just not very high in demand. All right, let's go over here to commercial. I denominate and see. See, none of this commercial is high density. I mean, it looks like high density, or maybe that's supply. Yeah, that's supply, I guess. So industrial supply rating. I don't know why are these less than? These should not be less than. Are we not able to deliver enough? See, we're able to produce enough, but it only sees 267 out of 307. That's interesting. I had to replace all the buses, all the low-end buses here. Those little guys were not doing so well. And so now, yeah, we're probably not making money with the bus service anymore. But the bus service helps grow the city. So it does help us in the long run. Speaking of which, I'm going to need one down here. Something like that. Now I'm guessing we can put one right in the middle here. And I'm not going to pay. I still do not know if there is a way to force the AI to build with certain roads. I have still not seen a hint of a mod to do that. I'm so tired of the AI building with these crappy roads. Like, these roads are just so bad. A city would not just default to those, especially when trying to build a downtown area. See, look at that. All these buildings will be removed. Ooh, another big... Yeah, I've got to upgrade that. We're getting too much density packed in here, and look at that. We've got some people moved in. And did this actually get up to speed? It did. Ooh, 35 people. Really? 35 people already. Okay, let's see. How many are here? 13. Ooh, oh well. Alright, so let's see what we actually get with this guy. I know it's a lot of terrain right now. Well, at least we're getting something. I mean, it's a start. All right, we're up to money again. Yeah, this is not a cheap one to run by any stretch. But we should have lots. Yeah, it's gonna have even more people and more people. So every time it runs, it should have more and more people, and have potentially more and more destinations. So we can even encourage that even more, even though the station is really covering most of the city. And there's one right there that we can upgrade. Got to do this early before the dense. See that you get these dense buildings in there, and ooh, yay! Oh, look at that, 61 people. Excellent. So when this thing is full, it should make pretty good amounts because it's moving pretty fast. 75 mile an hour, and you know, none of the cars right now are able to even come close to that. Especially because they're not on my highway system yet. You know, the highway system is an ongoing project. You know, and it will be, hopefully, it's like the U.S. interstate system. It took like 50 years to actually get the entire network built. So the other thing we got to think about is potential bus lines out here. Let's see if we want. I want to get out here someplace. I know it would be nice to do this. Oh, might as well get rid of it. So, that means this guy's got to come across. Unfortunately, I didn't think ahead and upgrade this road before I put my station in. That would have been the smart thing to do, for sure. Trying to get as much of this. Why do we have... There we go. Much better. Much cleaner as well. And see what I mean? Like, this road is brand new. Let's keep that upgraded, shall we? Yeah, I want to connect those, even though I gotta bulldoze that person's house. A little eminent domain. Okay, so bus line. Trying to maintain that straight across. So let's bulldoze that and build this out. Okay. Now, if we try to upgrade this, what's going to happen? Yeah, I want to upgrade that. Want that to be ready for action. Because the highway, one of the reasons I'm doing this, the highway is going to come in here and it's going to cut across all these and connect up to this side of the city. Because right now, this is the connection that is getting a lot of interest. You know, there's going to be a lot of potential development. Cities tend to develop towards one another on whatever connection they have. So for now, this one is going to be encouraged along here. What I want to do is then later come in with the highway and split across here and basically connect across this way and help grow the potential people out this direction. Because we have a lot of coverage here. As you can see, all this main road is covered with this station. So it's all good. Let's move this guy out a ways. Yeah, like right out here. Like so. So yeah, the highway will come in here and cut across, similar to this whole system that I have out here. So this system, it'll look exactly the same right out here. And I'll connect probably this road here. Ooh, yeah, this gets quite expensive the further you go in. So once I have, you know, billions of dollars, then I won't care. And I'll just, towns will be manipulated as much as I want. You know, how the real world works, right? Yeah, we got another, see, the crappy roads? Like, what is going on with the crappy roads? Oops, I didn't mean to do, oh. Oops, sorry. Sorry, everybody. All right, now bus lines. Buildings, bus line. Let's go in here. And I want to upgrade this road. And then let's put so we're going to go wrap around here, come in through here. We'll cut in way out here, even though there's nobody really out there right now. And we'll bring it in right downtown. Okay. So I need waypoints to do a little bit of extra control. Right there. It's usually on my corners. So we're going to have these route out and back. And then these coming across will route right here. All right. So that is a nice bus line. Doesn't really matter where the road depot goes, but I kind of like putting it out of town a bit. Like so. All right, lines, truck lines. So counterclockwise is blue. Every time I do a new recording session, you know, I gotta kind of remind myself. So we are on all right, new line. So clockwise is green. So here, here, here. See, that's nice, wrapped around like so. A little bit zigzaggy in here, but I wanted to get it close to this downtown area that I could. So this is ZHI bus clockwise. And we're going to have a blue. What is going on? What is this going? What is this? You seriously can't make a left turn? What? Can somebody please explain to me why we can't have a turning lane here? Oh, Jesus, stop trying to upgrade stuff. Let's see what that does. Yeah, look at that. What? On what planet can you not change lanes? Like, what is going on here? You seriously can't change lanes? I thought for sure they would have done something about that by now. We don't need all these traffic lights. We really, really, really don't. You know, once the city is several... Yeah, look at that. There's a lane switch. So what happens if I get rid of all of this? Yeah, there it switches lanes. What in the world? Like, seriously. Like, switch lanes already. That was weird. Maybe it was because of the waypoint. But there was still like, oh, I don't get that at all. Anyway, TI bus counterclockwise. All right, now if we look at our destinations, here we can see my vehicles, passenger. Let's buy 5. Set the color to blue. Green. All right, so the destinations start climbing because people are able to now move around a little bit easier because not everybody owns a car. So you got a big residential building like this. Some of these people are going to have jobs or want jobs way out here. So they're going to want to move, but if there's no easy way to do so, you know, that's a problem. So the other thing we can do is add maybe a little bit of a express bus line system. I mean, we have from this station to here, we have the clockwise route that gets right out here. Get from here to here, it's the counterclockwise route. So that works out well. Well, I guess I really don't need too much shenanigans in there, so I'll leave that alone. Hey, look at that, we're profitable. And we're full. 72 passengers. How are we doing over here? Oh yeah, look at that. Lots and lots of people moving around. All right, now it's time to see about getting this going. A little bit more savings though. So I'm gonna linger and relax in between episodes here and let our income build up, because these trains, the train moving food, I'm gonna estimate that is gonna be roughly 12 to 15 million. That train there, just one train, 12 to 15 million, which should, you know, give us a little bit of money and start delivering grain. Remember, it takes a few months, in-game months, for a train to actually get that critical mass of product. Now, the train going food all the way to a nominate, that train is going to approach 30 million. Because remember, this line, this run is probably once a year. And so if we want to supply even 140, right? The boxcars can only hold like, I don't know. How many can boxcars hold? 18 maybe? Boxcar. Yeah, 18. So after about a few months of actual supply, this is going to jump. Food is going to jump way up. And so let's say it's 180. Well, that's 10 boxcars worth on one train. And I really, really, really want to put a big boy on this. I really do. And that's a $17 million train. So we could buy the train and maybe one boxcar. Now, one boxcar is not going to pay the bills. We need to put a lot of boxcars on there. So yeah, it's going to be a roughly $30 million train. And we don't have $30 million. Nor do I want to take out a $30 million loan, or even a 15. Imagine 15. Oh, that's a lot of money. Like the loan that we paid off maxed at like 11.5 million. That was the max the loan ever got. Now, I would need a huge loan just to buy one train. And granted, once a nominate starts getting food, it's going to grow. The commercial is just going to skyrocket, and it's going to grow really fast, which is going to demand more food, which everybody becomes profitable. But until then, it's going to be very difficult, very, very difficult, to really eke out that much profit out of the system. So you really, really, before you build a very expensive line like that, you really need to make sure your profit at the end of the year is high enough to absorb any of that loss while the system sort of boots. It needs to boot a little bit. Now the vehicles, the loss on the vehicles, it adds up. If we look at the bus line here, if we look at the line, you can see the balance. I mean, it's negative, but it helps grow the city so much, it just pushes more and more people into more profitable endeavors. I have never really had consistent profit with an in-city bus system. It just doesn't work. I don't know, maybe some people out there have had success with it, but I certainly have not. All right, well, a little bit of savings is in my future. So that'll do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.